the Fan. A big lead slips away for the Raptors in New Orleans. Andrew Walker with the Sportsnet Central update. It was an ugly loss for the Raps. No Anthony Davis for the Pelicans last night, and the Raps were cruising. They led it by as many as 18 points, but New Orleans would chip away in that second half, and before you knew it, they'd win by 3, 197. A disappointed Kyle Lowry after this one.
They played hard in us. They went out there and they executed, and they ran their plays extremely well.
Lowry led the way with 22. Jonas Valanciunas, 17 points and 14 rebounds. Raps move on to Dallas tonight. We'll have it for you again right here. Sportsnet 590 The Fan beginning at 8:30. The pregame show gets going at 8. Meanwhile, Chicago closes the gap on the Raptors in the East, an 87-71 win over Milwaukee. The Maple Leafs back at practice yesterday. They'll take on Philadelphia on Thursday. And Joffrey Lupul addressing the latest round of trade rumors.
In this market, everyone's going to be the rumor of a trade and speculation about what the team's doing in the future. But again, that's not our job. Our job is to come here and practice and play and try and get better.
Trade deadline goes on Monday. Just a couple of games last night. Anaheim, a 4-3 shootout win over Detroit. A couple of goals for Pavel Datsyuk in the loss. Meanwhile, Corey Schneider stopped 38 shots as the Devils picked up their fourth straight win, 3-0 over Arizona. They're 8 points back of the Boston Bruins for that final playoff spot. Bruins and Canucks, they'll play tonight on Sportsnet. That's followed by the Wings and the LA Kings. Jays GM Alex Anthopoulos on Primetime Sports last night on Sportsnet 590 The Fan. One of the topics, Deanna Navarro, the Jays catcher of last season and newly turned DH, says he still wants to be moved.
With Navarro and Martin on the team, there's a fair that we go with the three of them, but that's not ideal, and we would prefer to go with two. If Navarro gets traded, Tolley's there. If Navarro's still here and Martin can catch RA, then realistically, Tolley's probably going to get squeezed out at that point.
Meanwhile, former Jay Dustin McGowan agrees to a deal with the LA Dodgers. You're listening to the home of Leafs Nation, Sportsnet 590 The Fan. Hockey Central. Today at noon. They're talking about Brady and Walker on Sportsnet 590 The Fan. Brady and Walker, 6:44 on your Tuesday.
Right.
So you're into,
Do you get this? Do you understand?
what is it?
Tunnel Love.
Okay,
yeah.
I knew there was, sorry.
Playing along.
I'll let it breathe.
By the way, we're going to get to this tunnel story from yesterday, York University. This morning, the breaking news is, and I'm sure many of our listeners have been up there, and I can't even tell you for sure, but an Eagles Nest Golf Club in Vaughan, the clubhouse, it's an incredible fire. It is basically a write-off. There must be 6, 7 basically write-off. It's just pure orange on the street. Ash. So the fire started around 4 a.m. Crews got it under control about 45 minutes ago. But the main building of the clubhouse in Maine, it's up near Canada's Wonderland. I forget which way. You turn away from the roller coaster. But Eagles Nest, it's no injury reports, so that's a good thing. But it is they've got a couple roads closed north of Major Mackenzie. South of Steeles, traffic on the 4s with Brady. Arson-related traffic. They don't know. I feel that they did like the Blue Jays golf tournament. I do think, last year or the year before. And golf courses are Joe Carter tournament. I remember having to drive up there at 4:30 in the morning for a show. I think when the Jays were there, when John Farrell was still managing. That was only last year. And I couldn't find it. Golf courses are really hard to find in the dark. If you've never been there at 4 in the morning, you kind of need, sunlight sometimes to help find golf courses. They're not well lit. So if you are a member of Eagles Nest, prepare to play this next season. You'll have a trailer for your club. Yeah, you may for quite a while. So yesterday it's revealed that there's a tunnel. You just finished like True Detective. Yeah. Right. Yeah. This story is straight out of some sort of murder mystery thriller. They found a mystery tunnel. It's getting labeled as such. They're going to have a news conference at 10 a.m. this morning. Police will. And they found it dug into the woods right here where the Rogers Club is at Rexall Center, York University. So a person can stand in it. It's about 2.5 meters in height and 7 meters long. Now that doesn't sound very it's big enough. Yeah, but where are you? But it's man-made. There was tools, lights, generators, the walls and ceilings were reinforced on this thing. Now, so they filled it. They say right away. Authorities have said it's not a drug lab. It's not Breaking Bad come to real life. Okay. Walter White's not down there. And so it's not methamphetamine, it's not marijuana. But what about the storyline in the that movie Kiss the Girls with Ashley Judd? Oh my Lord. Oh, that's what I thought about. With that Ryan, is that Ryan Gosling? Is that him in that? Oh,
no, this is Morgan Freeman and Ashley Judd.
The one with Sandra Bullock and Ryan Gosling.
Oh yeah, Murder by Number. Yes, right. The young Ryan Gosling.
Yeah, the other kid's weird. Right. So, but there's no great theory as a conservation official found it, and now they filled it in, and they say it's no security threat. I love the now it's not. Now it's not a security risk, but people have to wonder, so they've got CSIS involved. Here's his quote. First and foremost, where's the position? How deep was it? How accessible was it? What sort of things could be sent through that tunnel, being people or material? And he said it could be a concern for those involved in keeping security for the Pan Am Games. Like if Toronto had the Olympics coming, or the World Cup of men's soccer, we'd all go, yeah, I wonder if it'll be tough to get around. Everybody who lived here during the G20 in the summer of 2010 remembers a lot of people had security concerns about stuff and things. But I didn't give it a second thought. The Pan Am Games seems a little more smaller scale, even though it won't maybe when it starts, I suppose, yeah. You know? But then I get the feeling that it's just a homeless guy with a spoon that's like, I don't know, I was cold and bored when I built this tunnel. But and then you go, yeah, you go small scale, it's we got a serial killer. And large scale, it's something that is a little more, I don't want to say what's more serious than serial killer, but I suppose terrorism versus serial killer. Bottom line, I got a lot of people freak out who go to York, I understand it.
I'm fascinated if we hear anything today at 10 a.m. When they'll do this press. It is, like I said, if you are into watching the True Detective type shows, you stumble upon this tunnel. What is it?
So here's my provocative tough question: is why didn't they surveil the tunnel and just put cameras down there and just leave it like they found this 6 weeks ago and see what happens? Who's using it? Who's coming through there? Instead of found a tunnel, fill it in, wait. Trap the person.
I would agree.
All right.
Maybe real police work doesn't work like that. I'm not sure.
Oh my God! See, just the music creeps me out. I can't. I see the shirtless guy with the scars riding the lawnmower, and I am freaked out. I'm not joking. I had the worst nightmare in a half decade after one episode of True Detective a few weeks ago. I really did. I didn't enjoy True Detective. True Detective was so good. It was so good. Like Woody Harrelson and McConaughey. Who would have thought that McConaughey was going to turn into like a master thespian? Right. With all the gratuitous sex and nudity, I just thought it was degrading, and I hope there's an equal amount in season 2.